Greetings, Vac fans, and welcome to the I can't believe you're still watching this baking soda in the carpet test, because this is test number 5. So how this goes is we do 200 millimeters of baking soda, put it in the carpet, and we do before and after tests. So I've got my DC14 animal, and this has an absolutely giant nozzle on it. It's both wide and it's also very deep as well. 59 CFM at the nozzle on my airflow box and a fairly low CFM density. Very similar to a DC65. So I wonder if this machine is going to perform similarly to a DC65. So here we go with the before tests, and hopefully we don't pick anything up, so we should have a nice clean carpet. Did we get anything? I hope not. Of course, I guess you could always get a loose carpet fiber. Alright, let's see what we got. And we got about that much. Certainly no flour, I keep wanting to say flour. No baking soda, nothing white in there. Alright, so let's go ahead with a whole bunch of passes. I suppose since vacuum tests, otherwise known as Miko, is doing macaroni on the carpet, and it seems to be very entertaining, that maybe somehow I'll have to get some macaroni. I don't know what that's going to be like for some of my vacuums, though. We got a chunk there. Alright, let's make that baking soda disappear. And we're going to do 10 passes, 5 in one direction, 5 90 degrees opposite to that. See what kind of pickup we get. Now the DC65 did 80 millimeters in the first 10 passes, but other machines have done as much as around 120. So what will this old girl from 2004 do? Alright, moment of truth. Well, it certainly picked up, that's for sure. But how much? Pretty good. And I'm not seeing a lot of bonus material in here. I see one piece. Right. Oh, there it goes. Right there. Alright, so this looks pretty good. The excitement builds. What will a non-ball vacuum do? Ooh, it's looking pretty good. Will it beat its much newer brother, the DC65? Let's see, we are at, well, how about that? We are at 11 centimeters or 110 millimeters. Let me see if I can get a good shot of that. We made it to 11. You know the movie Spinal Tap. It goes to 11. So not bad. Definitely better than that DC65. Okay, so that's the first 10 passes. Let's go to the next 10 passes. So it basically picked up a little more than half of the flour in the first 10 passes. Here we go for 20 passes. Finishing with 20 passes. Should be a healthy amount. Still getting, I hope. Well, it's a lot less, but there's still plenty there. Yep, not a lot of bonus material. So it's certainly not ripping out a lot of carpet fibers. There we go. Well, this is filling up quite well, really. I'm kind of surprised. All right, after 20 passes, we have recovered 149 millimeters, just shy of 15 centimeters. Not bad. So we've gotten 3/4 of the baking soda out, but it's taken 20 passes to do it. All right, let's go on to 30 passes. Or you can fast forward to the end of the video. Right, 30 passes. What's left? What is the old girl still able to do? Oh, it's really slowing down. It's really slowing down. That's all we got. 30 passes. Well, I guess it adds up when you kind of collect it like this. Get one dog hair out of there. All right, the 30 passes yields a whopping 160, I'm going to say 162 millimeters. So we are over 80% recovery in 30 passes. All right, 40 passes. Passes. Did Dyson know how to pick up baking soda all those years ago? Not getting much. Not getting much at all. It's just about done. I can squeeze it together. It looks a little more impressive. All right, 40 passes. And we are up to 40 passes, 160, I'm going to call it 167. 167. Okay, 50 passes. Are you still with me? Have you fallen asleep yet? Passes. My guess is there's not going to be much. Yep, that's it for 50 passes. It'll add up to be a little bit. It's not going to be much. So it picks up a little differently than the DC65 does, and I think even a little differently than the DC25 does. All right, 50 passes. We're almost done with this crazy test. And we are up to 170, I'm going to say 172. 172 or 17.2 out of 20 centimeters, 200 millimeters. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Last 10 passes. You see how it really slows down picking up? Even though we know there's more in there, it's become too difficult for this machine to get. We are done with all of my dry bagless machines. This is 60 passes, and I don't imagine it's going to pick up anything worth measuring. So this is it right here, and we assemble that together a little better. Looks more impressive. No real dirt in it. It certainly isn't picking up a lot of carpet fibers. Remember the wind tunnel Max? That one was literally ripping the carpet right out of the carpet. And this DC14 animal doesn't do that. Alright, so we are looking at 170. I don't think it changed it. I'm going to still say 170, I'll say 173. I could round it up, like 172 and a half, but 173. So look at that. Like 85+%, but 60 passes to get that. 60. So you can go back and take a look at any of my other bagless machines and compare the differences. And maybe in the description I will do a summary or something like that. I haven't done that for the machines, but that's something I definitely could do, so it'd be a little easier to track some of the numbers. Anyway, thanks so much for watching these series of 5 tests. I'm trying to figure out a way to do something with Kirby's that would be meaningful. So when I figure out a test that is fairly scientific, repeatable, and sensible, then I'll probably do something. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, happy vacuuming.